Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first-time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.
Peace. Today is Monday, December 23rd. Making today's math.
Wisdom, understanding, all being born to power refinement.
That's right. Your wise words bring clarity in the minds of others, allowing them to speak their power, their truth, which refines all that they come in contact with. Peace. Welcome back to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the house, yes?
Present.
We got Team Yanadameen in the house, yes? And this is probably going to be the last segments of the year
Yeah.
until next year.
Yeah.
And this will make the wrap up of like 2 years. Let's
Yeah.
wrap
2
it up.
years in. Let's go.
Come a long way from the crib.
Word.
Uh,
I just want to say today is
Yes.
really my birthday.
right, let's make knowledge born. Today is Digga's birthday.
Today is physically the day that we're filming. By
Right.
the time this segment airs, it will.
Her birthday be long gone.
Right. But right now, yes, I'm
Yeah.
It's our anniversary.
I'm dripping. He hates that
the,
word.
Oh gosh.
I'm
The
bleeding.
anniversary
right.
coming up too. The Dirty Harriet anniversary coming
Yes,
up.
the Dirty Harriet anniversary is coming in April.
Okay, 2020?
Yes, 20 years.
Okay.
My debut album, and I will be releasing a live version of that on the day, April 4th, 2020. So mark your calendars because you're going to get a nice acoustic, enhanced Dirty Harriet experience.
Well, we're gonna be celebrating, Digga's birthday.
Yeah.
Through all these segments.
We got
that we
friends
do
and
this
family
week.
in the house.
Yes, we
got
do.
food.
Shout
Digga
out
made
to
some mac and
Foxy
cheese.
Alex in the house.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yo, can I say hi to the people real quick?
We're gonna make her come on.
Okay,
Don't. Oh, okay. You ready?
She-
Come on, show your face. Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna
That's
give
my
her a
best
mic
friend. That's
a little
my best
later
friend.
on. We're gonna force her onto a camera. Don't even worry
And
about
we haven't
it.
had Foxy Alex on set in a while, not since our
Right.
last location, but
This is our first time in Brooklyn.
she was the original fact checker.
Well, in our Brooklyn location, I mean. It's
But
your
then
first time
yes,
here.
once locations change, switch, she's gotta report the news in real life. So.
Right. And
But
all-
we love you, Rage. We love you.
Right, but all of our perverts at home,
They
I'm
miss
sure
her.
they prefer Foxy
We
Alex
got
over
some
Rage.
foodies in the house that appreciate Rage. They appreciate.
Foodies.
Yes, they appreciate his.
They appreciate his appetite and
They
the shit
appreciate.
that
They
the
appreciate.
shit he like to
his-
eat.
his-
They don't want to look. They'd rather look at Alex.
They appreciate. his culinary expertise.
Yeah, his culinary expertise. If he cooked them a meal, they'd like it. But yeah, exactly. They wouldn't pay for his meal. I bet you they pay for Foxy Alex's meal.
Early.
You have niggas right now, oh, I'll take her out. And you know how they feel about you, niggas. And especially on your birthday.
Bless y'all.
You know what the comments is going to be
It's
like?
my birthday. It's my birthday.
Well,
And
happy
y'all-
birthday, Digga.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
we love you. You know.
A whole 45, according to Wikipedia.
And
Liar!
that's your story and you're sticking to it?
Hey, who am I to argue with Wikipedia?
Right.
All right then.
All right.
Were you the one that went in there and changed
No, I didn't do a thing.
Because anybody could just go up in there and say any old
I didn't
goddamn
do a thing.
It was
All right,
Iggy.
well, we're gonna have some cake and all kind of stuff later.
Yay.
We're gonna do it up. We got the ambassadors. We had the mac and cheese.
Word.
Great time. Well, listen. I think we mentioned on one of the last shows before we continue. You know, YouTube is getting real crazy out here, and it seems like they're trying to, you know, stop a lot of people from being able to monetize on their channels. You know, so I think it's getting to the point where the viewership directly is going to have to, you know, fund these channels that they say they want to see. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to take it back to the old school with the wire hangers and antennas and move some things around.
I
and
mean, or
hook it up to an old transistor like, Godcast, you with us?
Or you could just, you know, go to your PayPal and do your due diligence.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? And make it so, you know, we're able to bring you the type of programming that you want to see. You know, people's like, oh, your shit needs to be top notch, your sound and all that. Well, guess what? All of that type of shit costs money. You know what I mean? Like you, if you want professional sound, then we might have to pay people professionally. You know, later in the show, we're going to be talking about, we're losing one of our interns, Sid, okay, who has to go out into the real world and you know, his main job, you know, wants him full time, and he's not going to be able to work on the Godcast anymore. And I got to say, ooh, that was a blow when I heard that. You know, that was a blow to me. We're gonna bring Sid out later, and we're gonna bring out all of our interns actually, because I want everybody to, you know, see what we're doing. People come week after week, dedicate themselves, volunteer their services, and I just feel like, you know what I mean?
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
People will love you if it was just you and the dog.
Yeah, but you know what? We've expanded now. We got to a point, and I feel like we could take it to that next level, and we could really show and prove, do for self as black people, and support our shit, and people should be able to get paid for the work they do. So with that said, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, or yanadameen.com/support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell below so that you're alerted when we bust off some new videos. Now, that being said, as we were here, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Now, breaking news today. It's not going to be breaking news by the time this comes out, but it's still going to be developing by the time this comes out.
Right.
So, breaking news. Donald Trump has been impeached. Whatever that means. You know, it's going to the next level now. Mm-hmm. You know, I guess it goes to the Senate now.
It goes to the Republican majority Senate.
Right. So, you know, what are we looking at? Some sort of stalemate here?
And old boy Mitch McConnell has made it clear that he has no intentions of moving forward against Trump. So we'll see where that goes. I'm sorry, guys. My phone is like ringing off the chain because everybody's like wishing me happy birthday.
So it's like, it's almost like, you know, why are they going through this? Like, is this to just satisfy the people that don't really like Trump?
This is reality TV / trolling at its finest. Like, I think the entire world understands now that the only way to get press and just to move forward and promote whatever agenda it is that you have is you have to make a spectacle of
Church.
You have to make like CNN, MSNBC, Fox, like all of these news outlets and news media, they are making a point day by day. It's almost like, will Trump get impeached? Find out on the next episode of
Right.
It's like it's really
cliffhangers
like,
and
yeah,
shit.
like
Yeah,
it's really like television, reality TV at this point. And Trump, and he's the troll tweeting, and it's like it is what it is. Like the news has become, that.
So what's the worst that can happen? Like this nigga get kicked out of a job that pays less than, you know what I mean? Than what the fuck he makes doing his regular Trump shit.
I think this is going to get dragged out until the next election. And if he, if by some happenstance he gets reelected, I guess he's protected criminally as long as he sits in the Oval Office. Like once he gets out of the Oval Office, then they can prosecute him criminally. So I think, all of his powers that be are going to try to keep him in office as long as possible.
Definitely. I mean, it seems like all the Democrats want to impeach. All the Republicans are like, no, we don't want to impeach.
There still
So
isn't
that's
even
the
a
stalemate.
Republican candidate that we love enough to be like, yeah, we're just all like hands down getting behind this one. Still, nobody.
When is there ever a Republican candidate that we all get?
I mean Democrat. Did I say Republican?
Yeah, you
I'm
just
sorry.
said,
I meant Democrat.
Oh, okay.
I meant Democrat to challenge Trump.
Right. They're trying to act like Biden, and people are like, I don't know. I don't know about Biden. You know what I mean?
Bloomberg has entered the fold. I mean,
Here's the thing. It's
everybody's
like
kind of.
Bloomberg is bringing his money into the game, and right, like a millionaire, billionaire got you in these troubles. You think now another billionaire is gonna get you out of it? Like, I don't think he was the greatest mayor when he was mayor of New York City.
For his
You know what I mean?
constituency, he was.
Yeah, for his constituency, he did a lot. He planted the seeds of a lot of this gentrification that ended up happening in all of the fucking shit that we see right now. Bloomberg planted the seeds for this. Like New York looks like this because of him.
Speaking of gentrification, you have a list of names of streets.
Nice
What
segue.
you
It's
have,
your birthday.
Nice effing segue.
you have
Damn.
a list of names. Now, I'm going to need all my good folks out there watching to listen to this. We have uncovered a list of street names that are very much still present today that are named after plantation owners. Plantation.
Okay.
Yeah, you give us.
Basically, there's basically a census sheet, and it has Brooklyn's slave-holding families of the 1790s. How much time do we have, Johnny Fastlane? 15. Great.
We're crushing.
We're crushing.
Let's go.
So, Brooklyn's slave-holding families of the 1790s. Now, I'm going to read some of these names, and for all my Brooklynites out there, or people that are familiar with Brooklyn, you tell me if anything sounds familiar to you. Joshua Sands. George Remsen.
Check.
Jacob Hicks. John Nostrin.
Check.
Nostrin. We're on Nostrin right now. At the Black Lady Theater. They also named Slave Theater.
John Borum.
Check.
Check.
Matthew Van Dyke.
Check.
Abraham Lacour. Look, yeah, I guess it's Lacour. Or
Liquor store?
Luquer.
Sound like a
I'm
liquor
not
store
sure
to
if I
me.
heard that. Cornelius Van Brunt.
Check.
Yeah, come on, Van Brunt.
I'm
Y'all
from
never
Jersey.
heard of Van
I
Brunt?
know Van Brunt.
Peter I. Cotillieu.
Check. Continue massive. Stand up.
Peter Wyckoff.
Check.
John Debevoise. Peter Lefferts.
Check.
Lambert Sudam. Martin Schneck. Abraham Meserole. Yes, check for me. I know that fucking street. Meserole. George Duraya. Jonas Ditmus.
Check.
Cornelius Van der Veer.
Check. You get robbed.
Johannes Lott.
Check.
No lot.
Lott.
Check.
Cornelius Bergen.
Check.
Check. We got one of them in Jersey.
John and Varnardus Van Sicklin.
Check.
Rutgert Van Brunt. Never heard Van Brunt? I heard of Van Brunt. I heard of that street. Albert Voorhees.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Wasn't there? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Jason.
And Richard Stillwell.
Check.
Checkmate, motherfuckers. They checkmated us by having us living still on the streets of the slave masters, named by the slave masters.
It's whole turf wars going on right now over
Church.
these streets.
Talk to 'em.
And I'm sure if we go around the country, city by city, especially where black people live at, you'll find the same pattern. I haven't even checked this yet, but I'm sure.
Oh, we got a Bergen for sure.
What I'm saying is there's a lot of other slave masters that are regional.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the regional,
This
these are the
is
regional slave
specific to
masters of
Brooklyn.
around here. Then you got your slave masters down south, whatever their names were. And you're going to have streets that are named after those people. Like,
So they gave us Martin Luther King as a consolation prize.
and made it the most fucked up street
In every hood.
in every hood. It's the fucked up street. What kind of insult to injury is this?
It is the foundation of this country.
Now, hang on. To be fair,
To
they
be
break
fair,
it down.
I'll say what we got Shaquita Street. What?
No.
To be
They break
fair.
it down as to how many free white males of 10 years and upward, including heads of families, are including in these, right? Then they got free white males under 16 years, free white females, including heads of families, all other free persons, and then they have slaves in the categories. Okay, I see what this. When I was reading the free white males, I was thinking of, because they did have some white people that were indentured servants and all that, but they're just talking about the regular people in the household. Never mind.
Okay.
They all had, let's see,
About to say, oh, they gave the slaves some street names. That was nice of them.
one guy had 6, one guy had 5. Now these are the slaves, the black slaves. One guy had 3, one guy had 11, one guy had 2, another one had 8, another one had 13. One had 4, 7, 9, 12, 10, 11, 2, 6, 11, 10. And see, you got some that, the ancestors of the one with 2 will be like, well, he only had 2. Like, he wasn't some motherfucker. If he had 1, You know what I mean? He's a piece of shit. Like, don't act like because he had, well, the other ones, he had 11. My grandpa only had 2. I don't give a fuck.
Can I touch on that, Jay, real quick?
Go ahead. What you would?
Yeah.
Since you a Brooklynite.
Yeah, I'm a Brooklynite. As well as the slave owners you mentioned.
And I used to live in Borum Hill, but go ahead.
Yep. And as well as the slave owners you mentioned in Brooklyn for the Dutch colony back then, there was also free African villages in New York as well.
Oh, it's Staten Island as well.
Absolutely. Particularly where the World Trade Center is, the African Burial Ground. There was also a free school system there called the AFS, African Free School. And it got rid of literacy. People were graduating at enormous rates. They was beginning to create their own groundswell of economy until, our hosts, our generous hosts, went and integrated it, formed the form of a board of education, and then dwindled down that education, and then got rid of the school altogether. So there are some examples of African resistance and, African plight in Brooklyn and New York as well. Excuse me.
Of course. But we talking about these fucking slave master
Yes, we
streets
are.
that they got us living on every fucking day.
It's
Where we
indignant.
don't necessarily know the history. Yo, I'm on Nostrand. Yo, go. Yeah, I'm repping Nostrand. You got niggas repping
Please.
these streets.
Yeah.
You got niggas repping these street names.
Right.
And
not knowing
killing each other.
that, right. You repping the slave master, basically. You're repping his name.
Crazy.
By repping these street names.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But you don't know the history. You're just thinking, like, this shit has been named this for as long as it's been named. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what does that mean? Ebbets Field. What is Ebbets Field? You know what I mean? Do your homework right now, because I don't really know, but let's find out. What is Ebbets Field? Tell me at home, y'all. Put it in the comments. You know what I mean?
Total
We're gonna
side.
fuck around and find out it was a black graveyard or some fucking shit.
Speaking of history, I really would like us to get a really formal lesson about like the black Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, because Rage fucked that up.
Well, he didn't.
Nah,
He didn't fuck
I'm
it
just
up.
playing, Ray.
But
I'm just fucking with you.
If you guys watch the news now, when they reference that incident, they are calling them terrorists. Like they just keep using the word terrorists. Like notice how like terrorists just flow so naturally off their tongues.
Right.
Like,
When
the
it
terrorists,
concerns
yeah,
us.
the terrorists. Like now the seeds are being planted to now label this this group of people terrorists, and then the next step is going to be, well, they're not going to legally be able to own guns or have any firearm because they're considered terrorists, and it's just one more degree of disarming us. So just pay
And dig
attention,
what Ice
y'all.
Cube say, my shit wasn't registered any fucking way.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
They're gonna ban the AK.
So, moving on.
Some other in local news.
In local breaking news,
Your boy.
your boy fucking Rainbow Snitch 9 was sentenced today, and he got 2 years. And the judge said, but you will not get a year time served, young man. Oh, no. It's not going to be that easy.
No.
Motherfucker, you try to murder people out here.
No, he's not getting time served of walking out, but the time that he has served is counting in the 2 years.
Is it? I heard that it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So it's not like you're getting time served and just walking.
no,
So-
because everybody thought he was gonna get out like time served. No, he's got 11 more months to go. As of to date, he's been incarcerated 13 months. But you know what's gonna happen? Like he'll get some good behavior. He'll probably
No. Because Fed time, you got to do the full time. Huh?
Yeah.
What? Somebody saying no? 85?
Like, I think he's going to slither out sooner than November, and it's going to be hush. If he can keep it hush. I mean, I guess it would be in his best interest to keep it hush. Like, if I were him, I wouldn't go right to Instagram like, hey, I'm home. Like, I would hope he would get out and move in silence. But, I mean,
That's why the judge didn't give him time served.
yeah.
Because that would have been too
Because everybody was expecting him to get out today, and then it would have been like,
Apparently, his pops, who he hasn't seen in 12 years, showed up at the trial.
Oh, really?
Maybe he thought he was getting out today, too. Like, Daniel, I need some money. Can you help me?
Wait, I thought his father was dead. Didn't they? Stepfather? Oh.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
about
his-
to say, I know I heard him tell a... Oh, I'm about to say, I know I heard him tell
Oh,
a
his
story.
biological father. So this is his stepfather showing up? Come on, get the story straight. Fact checker. His biological father's alive, and it's the nigga that showed up at the court today that he ain't seen in 12 years. Yes?
Okay.
Saying, Daniel. You said it like that too, right? Daniel, I'm needing some money. Why can't you help me? You have those big chains on your neck.
I can't stand him.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What? Why are you playing? Well, so do you think he was there for support, or do you think he was there to...
Yeah, it says his,
Well, since you're getting out today,
Well, I believe
it's his biological father, y'all, by the way.
it's his biological father.
Yeah.
Thank you, fact checker.
I thought, well, I believe, they had all of the victim impact statements and stuff happening, so...
Are y'all having full conversations?
We need quiet on the set. along with the victims' families that came to speak about, keeping him in, they had to have his family come in and, try to advocate for him and, express how much of a changed person he is and how much he doesn't deserve to be in jail. And it's,
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's going to be actual Nimrod's Day. And
Formerly known as Christmas.
Yeah, formerly known as...
So you're that teacher that got fired because he didn't told the first grade, told the babies it wasn't.
I told the babies the truth.
Such
And
thing
they
as
say,
Santa
hey,
Claus."
why you telling them about Nimrod? I'd be like, well, this is Nimrod. This is the 25th. That is Nimrod's birthday, really. You know what I mean? This is who they fucking worship, really. That's their fucking god, Nimrod. So, yeah, we'll be back on Nimrod's Day.
Just look at the Christmas
We'll be back
spirit
on Nimrod's Day.
Look at the
Yanadameen
Christmas
Godcast.
spirit in the sky.
Wrap it up.